Good morning, guys. Hi. So I'm gonna do this, road update, kind of tell you guys everything that's going on as I did before, like day 1, day 2, etc. So yesterday we took our chances and we wanted to see if we can get through the Zambia borders, because the thing is that we went really late, but thank God Zambia's borders, Malawian borders to Zambia is open 24 hours, so we were able to get through. This definitely was a much smoother process, like 1000% was much smoother. I was able to get a visa on arrival. The only thing that I wasn't able to get is a multi-entry visa, because they don't issue those on arrival apparently, but I was able to get a single entry visa. The single entry visa is $50 US, and the multi-entry is $80. So for me to get 2 single is gonna be $100, which is $20 more. I would have liked to get the multi-entry, but I also feel like the multi-entry gives you limitations because you have to come in and out within 3 months, and I don't know if that's gonna be our situation. So it's actually a good thing that that I can just get a single visa. I'm just happy to have gotten any visa on arrival, to be honest with you. I did run into a little bit of issues when it came to what is it called, the dollars. So they wanted American dollars, and guys, I haven't been in America in so long, because I didn't have American dollars. I only had kwacha. But then I remember I had like a little secret stash, and my stash is supposed to be for Zimbabwe due to the fact that there is some money shortage problems there, and I know that they kind of accept whatever they can get, and those US dollars were planned for that. But desperate times comes for desperate measures. So I did have 5s and 1s, and apparently they don't accept 1s, so that was a no-go, which was definitely frustrating, because they said they wanted US dollars. I gave them US dollars and they wouldn't accept my 1s, so I had to give them 5s. So apparently when they looked at the 5s, guys, in most of these places they won't accept the money. No, and most of these places they won't accept the money unless it's like unless it's newly printed, like 2013 and up, depending on the country. Like I know in Tanzania it's 2016 and up, so which is like really ridiculous. Money is money. Like I really don't understand it. But yeah, she kind of gave me a little bit of problem on that end, which was definitely frustrating, but eventually she just accepted the money and gave me my visa, and Hope and I were on our way. Now, because we didn't know if we were gonna get in the borders that day, because remember the last time when we went to Malawi, we came too late. It was like around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and we weren't accepted into the border, so we had to wait the next day. So because I didn't know if we were gonna get in, we didn't really have anything planned. We didn't really have any accommodations or anything, so we just kind of free-balled it. We just wanted to see if we were gonna get in. But I did already pack the car with snacks and everything just in case we got in, which thank God I did, because we definitely got in. But it was definitely a much smoother process. So shout out to the Zambia border, like very welcoming, very loving. Like it was the only issue I really had was the money issue, but it was nothing compared to my experience trying to get into Malawi. Now I know that Zambia gets way more tourism than Malawi does, so that could be part of it. They're used to tourism. They're used to people coming here for the national parks and things like that, so maybe that's why it's just a smoother process. Or it could just be that I ran into the wrong officer when I came into Malawi. Yeah, I mean, so far that's been my experience. So we got through the borders, and we were so exhausted because, again, we went there at night. We went there at night to see if we can get in, and we just kind of wanted to you know, after we got in, we were like, okay, we need to recharge and just try to, you know, figure out a way to stay here. So the first impression that I've got of Zambia so far is that it's really beautiful. Like, it's like, guys, it's like really developed, it's like really fancy. Like, so automatically we definitely started seeing hotels and lodges and guest house right away. So we wanted to sleep by the border because we were just exhausted. So we found the place, and of course, y'all know how I am. I have to go check out the place, make sure there's no bed bugs, make sure there's, you know, nothing that we should be concerned about. And it cost us about roughly $14 US, but they even had rooms as cheap as $9 US, which is like amazing. So like, one of the things that I will say, if you're traveling the continent, I know that it is just easier and more secure for you to, you know, book Airbnb, book ahead of time and stuff like that. But let me tell you something, a lot of these places are not online. Like, they're not online because they don't know anything about being online. So I recommend for you to get in your vehicle, for you to drive, go check some places out, because truly, like, you can save half the price that you would have done on Airbnb and get such a nice place, and even nicer. The place that we just came from in Monkey Bay cost us $55 a night. Okay, 55, which is crazy. And you know, it was just crazy, and it's giving me so many back problems because the bed was so hard. And this place that was, we got the top-notch room, which cost us $14 US. It was so luxurious, and the bed was so soft and so comfortable. We slept like babies. Like, we literally slept like babies. So yeah, I'm gonna stop booking online. I think that it just makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm going to, you know, a particular place. But I realize that every time I don't book online, I just get a better deal. I get a easier process, I get a smoother process. It's nice. It's just very nice. And a lot of people, they don't post things online, but let me tell you something, they're everywhere. Guest houses, lounges, they're everywhere. Even in Malawi, they're everywhere. So, you know, that's my recommendation, and I'm gonna take my own advice now that we're in our second country on this trip. I'm definitely gonna take my own advice and not book online anymore. We're just gonna free ball it. And the thing is like, if you can't find a place, which again, it's very rare, you could still book online that same day. So I think that's how we're gonna do it now. What do you think? You agree? Yeah, because we really just get cheaper and better deals when we just was like, let's check this place out, and then we sleep there, and we know our limitation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Hope will say like, okay, I'm tired, like I can't drive anymore today, and then we'll find a place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little harder to plan to find a place when, you know, you don't know when you're gonna be tired of driving, because you can find the place and still have 2 more hours of driving in you. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. That's pretty much what's going on. And let me tell you something, it's not like in America where people are gonna deny you if you don't book online. If they have an available room, they will welcome you with open arms. You really don't have to worry. Even if you come in the middle of the night and you're like, hey, I need a room tonight, like, they will open you with open arms if they have a room available. So yeah, we are you know, exploring Malawi. We're done with Malawi. We're exploring Zambia. Now the thing is like, I apologize. I know some people wanted me to collab in Malawi, but because we're so tight on schedule, we were not able to do those collaborations, because guys, you guys remember, like, I have to head back to New York and pick up my little girl. So, you know, because we're tight on schedule, I didn't really have we kind of had to get to the next country. But But yeah, so I did want to apologize about that. Hopefully in the future we can definitely do some collaborations and things like that with the people who you guys want me to collab with. The issue is just that, you know, everybody started telling me to collab with people after I've already left that area. You know, when I'm in that area it's easy, but you know, once I've already left it becomes a little difficult for me to go back. But yeah, in order to get to the Zambia borders, we were in so we originally were in Blantyre, then we went up to Monkey Bay, because from Blantyre to Lilongwe it's about 7 hours. It's about 7 hours, and we didn't want to do that straight 7-hour drive, so that's why we stopped in Monkey Bay, which was about a 3-hour drive, and then a 2.5-hour drive from Lilongwe. But we literally just passed Lilongwe. We did not stay in Lilongwe the second time. We passed by there to get straight to the Zambia borders to see if we can, you know, try our luck getting in. And if we didn't get in, then we would have obviously went back to Lilongwe, and then, you know, just waited a day or something like that so the borders are open. But from Lilongwe to Zambia borders, it's about, how long did it take? About Lilongwe to Zambia borders.
Like 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half. So it just made it such an easy drive for us to try to get into those borders. But yeah, now we're in Zambia, and we are, you know, we're driving. So that was day 1, which was yesterday. Day 2, we're up early, fresh at 7 a.m. and we just started driving. The place that we stayed at did not have breakfast, unfortunately. So he's eating a mango. Guys, I just saw a sign just now, like literally just now as I'm on camera with you guys, and it's a big sign. It says child marriages, and then it has a child and a grown person with an X on it. I've never seen that sign. I mean, yes, I agree, no child marriages, so that's disgusting. But I would try to see if I could see it again and then have it on recording for you guys. But that was so bizarre to me. So maybe child marriages are a big thing in Zambia.
It's not even Zambia, even Malawi.
Even Malawi?
Yeah, you don't hear that. Many countries of the, like the South countries, they do that. Early marriage.
That was, but to have it on a billboard, that's definitely new for me. That's definitely
having that so that people, they can be aware to stop it, because they just,
so that they know what's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. And so most of the time it's just for the village they do that. It's not the town thing, it's just a village stuff. Yeah. So here, this area, I think it's just like a village.
Okay. Yeah. So they can't, you know, if you see a grown man marrying a child, you can't be like, well, I didn't know. It's like, there's a big billboard right there that says that you can't do it.
Yeah. Or if you remember the day we went to the mountains, and then you saw one guy and you give him the brownie. She's pregnant, and she's very young, as you see that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I you know, because, you know, I do this all the time, and I just give out food if, you know. That's just how I am. If I'm not gonna eat it, I'm not gonna throw it out, I'm gonna give it out. So we had a tray full of brownies that, you know, we had 2 trays of brownies, and Hope and I ate like 3 brownies from the first tray, and then the rest of the tray, I sprayed the mosquito stuff, and we think that it fell on there, so we didn't want to test it out. So what wind up happening is we had another tray that was covered, that was a brand new tray full of brownies, and we were still in Malawi, and we went to what is it called, like the mountains and stuff, and we saw this girl who we asked her for directions on how to get to the mountains. And I mean, guys, she probably was like 16 years old, and she was pregnant. So we gave her the brownies, and she was very, very, very happy. But yeah, she was very young. She was super young. She was like I would say like 16 years old. She was so young. And I said to Hope, I was like, she's pregnant. He was like, no, she's not. I said, no, she's pregnant. Look at her belly, she's pregnant, you know? And guys, I know it's like, you know, don't judge me, you know, about saying somebody is pregnant, you know, saying someone's pregnant and then you don't confirm that they're pregnant or whatever. Like, it can be very offensive, especially if you're like me, who got a little weight on them, and you know, people just assume that you're pregnant. But no, this girl was very skinny. She was not like me. She was very skinny, and she had the pregnant belly. Like, it was obvious she was pregnant. Unlike me, I am not. Okay, I'm just fat. But yeah, so yeah. Just what?
Chinene.
Just chinene. Anyways, y'all. So yeah, so that's our first day update. Our road update. So for every country that you go to, you have to get car insurance for it. So Hope can tell you a little bit more about the car insurance than I can, because he's the one who handles it. But go ahead, you can.
The car?
About the car insurance.
Yeah, I think when you drive to another country, you have to be the owner of the car. First of all, the name of the on your car, it have to be your name, and then you have to have both license, international license, and your normal country license.
Yeah.
So that the people, they can recognize it's real.
Which, guys, an international license is very easy to get. All you need to do, if you want to get an international license, just contact me. I can tell you the website. It's very easy. It's a government website online. I got one for myself, and also Hope got one. All you need to do is upload your real license online, and pretty much just tell them, like, you know, what road you can drive on, the left and right side, and they will issue you a international license, and it's valid. It's 100% valid. You can drive with that international license, and it's legal in every country that it allows you to. And for the international license, it's pretty much every country in the world, besides the very few that, you know, their laws are strict or something like that. Like, maybe you can't drive in China or something, but most places you can drive. Like, the whole continent of Africa you can drive in. Most places in Asia you can drive in. You can drive in Australia, you can drive in the US, you can drive in most places with that international driver's license. And it's about it's not expensive at all. It's about maybe like $50 US for $60 US for 5 years. It expires in 5 years. So, and there's even some that you can get 10 years and things like that, but you cannot have an expiring regular driver's license. Like, you have to have your license has to be current, and you give it to the police, the international driver's license, and sometimes they'll ask to see your at-home driver's license. You keep it together, and you're fine. Like, you're completely fine. You can go through it with the border, everything. Your international license is very important. If you are from the US or you're from anywhere, even from Tanzania, and you're driving in a country, Malawi or something, if you do not have an international driver's license, you are driving illegally. So make sure that you have one. It's really not difficult to get. So definitely, we just wanted to, you know, point that out. Getting car insurance in each country is pretty easy. You get it at the border. You don't need to do it online.
Yeah, you have to get it in the border, and then you have to know that, because there are different companies of insurance there. So you have to choose which one you want to be. There is other, like 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And whatever the money you can afford it. So that's it.
It depends on how long you're staying, you know. And there's always car insurance agents at the border. Like, they're always at the border, and they will help you through the whole process. 100%.
Yeah.
They'll help you through the whole process.
But also, they just do the business, so they have to make sure about it.
Yeah, it's a business, so they have to be paid for their time as well.
So that you have to know them to bring you the receipt, so that you can know
make sure you get a receipt. Hope is always like, where's my receipt? Always. Every single time, Hope is always like, where's my receipt? And when you get stopped by the police in most of these countries, that's the first thing that they ask for. They want to see your insurance, to make sure that you're in here, you know, you got your insurance. So, you know, be on point with your stuff. Always be on point with your stuff. I just want to show you guys our dashboard because it's kind of looking like what is it called, like a party on our dashboard. But I just want to show you what, you know, it's looking like. So these are our insurances. So this one is from Tanzania, this is from Malawi, and then this is the one we just got from Zambia. I don't know why Hope is keeping all three. I think we can take off Malawi since we're done, but you know, I think he's starting to become an insurance hoarder.
No,
I think
it's just like them to know like where we start crossing, so that it's be easy for us, you know. But later on we're gonna take out and then we're gonna bring back.
Yeah, because we're going to more countries, so I think he's gonna just have them all here, and we're just gonna have insurance everywhere. Like Hope, he does not collect normal stuff. He doesn't do keychains. He collects car insurance stickers. But yeah, so we just wanted to give you guys that information, that, you know, we think it's super useful. And yeah, all right, y'all, so we get in some internet here. What they use is MTN, or they use Airtel, but what we noticed is that Airtel really, like, it's not the best. So I'm really happy now. You guys know I was always complaining in Malawi about like the price of the internet just being so expensive. I mean, guys, for 20 GB it was costing us about $50 US, and we was using 20 GB in like 4 days. So can you imagine how much money I spent last month on it? So what you call it, here it's actually much cheaper, thank God. It is, for 20 GB it's about $14 US. So I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I'm really excited. I'm very happy about that. So what I noticed about in Zambia so far is there are not a lot of police checks, which is nice, because you guys remember in Malawi, like literally like every block there was like police check, police check, police check, police check. And here we can drive a good distance and there's still police checks, but it's not as often, which is nice. And the police here seem to be pretty chill, like pretty chill. They're just like, you know, where's your insurance? Check the insurance, okay, go. Unlike, I feel like in Malawi, I swear guys, they were trying to find something. They'd be like, who's the owner of the car? Which, you know, Hope is the owner. They'd be like, who's the owner? Let me see your ID, let me see your, like they want, like, it was like completely ridiculous. They'd be sitting there for like an hour looking at the paperwork, trying to find something just so that way they can probably just get some money. So it was kind of annoying, but here it just seems so chill. Like everyone, like the police are just like, okay, you have insurance, you have your license, go along. Seems really easy, so that's nice. So I told you guys earlier that I saw a sign that said about like child marriages and stuff like that, and I actually am noticing like a lot of young girls pregnant or, you know, having children and stuff like that. Kind of makes me sad. I'm very curious about it. I want to get more information about it. But yeah, I'm really happy about the internet. So that, I mean, hopefully the network is good, so I should be doing a lot of lives. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah. yeah, that's what it is. So we will see you guys later. Please keep us in your prayers so we can drive safely. We love you guys, and we will see you guys later. Peace.